A county sheriff mourns the death of one of his own, and departments across Maine mourn with him. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Williams.
And I'm Chris Costa in for Pat Callahan. Hancock County Sheriff Scott Kane clearly emotional this afternoon when describing one of his deputies, Luke Gross, who died this morning in the line of duty.
Deputy Gross was hit by a car on Route 3, also known as the Bar Harbor Road, in the town of Trenton, just south of Ellsworth. Sheriff Kane wouldn't go into specifics about the accident. Those will be released in the coming days. Today was about honoring his fallen deputy.
And that's exactly what departments from all over the state are doing. We have team coverage of this story tonight. News Center Maine's Carly Dion is in Ellsworth with more on the crash and Deputy Gross's legacy.
And Sam Rogers is in Augusta, where the deputy's body was taken by special police escort. Carly, let's begin with you.
Chris and Cindy, it was just before 5 o'clock this morning when Deputy Luke Gross responded to a call about a vehicle off the side of a road. It was while he was responding to that call when another vehicle hit him and he died of his injuries. During today's press conference, Sheriff Kane said Deputy Gross, originally from Bucksport, served 18 years with the Hancock County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Kane says Gross was highly respected in the community and he had a passion for working with and helping kids.
Always had a smile, and he was a joy to be around. He had an outgoing personality and always willing to lend a hand and help out. We will miss Luke greatly. He was a great addition to our family at the Sheriff's Office and a credit to his profession. The world needs more like Luke in law enforcement and in our communities. Thank you, my friend, for all you did. Rest easy. We'll take the watch. Yeah.
Ellsworth Police Chief Glenn Mosier says Deputy Gross was truly one of the good guys. He was a great listener and somebody who always brought calm to a situation. Deputy Gross leaves behind his wife of 15 years, Lauren, a son, Ryan, and a daughter, Alyssa. Cindy?
All right, thank you, Carly. Deputy Gross's body was taken by police escort from Trenton through Bar Harbor and down I-95 to Augusta and the state medical examiner's office in Augusta for an autopsy. A procession that is being repeated at this hour, with the escort now bringing him back to a funeral home in Hancock County.
News Center Maine's Sam Rogers is outside the state medical examiner's office in Augusta with more. Sam?
Yeah, Chris. Well, law enforcement officers just left here like they came, in a line leading the way for Deputy Gross. Just about 30 minutes ago, at least 35 law enforcement cruisers made their way from here in Augusta to a funeral home in Bucksport. Now this afternoon, not just dozens of law enforcement officers, but even local residents came out to pay their respects to the fallen Hancock County Sheriff's deputy.
It's always a feeling of shock.
A feeling Holden's Assistant Fire Chief Nate Hastings felt early Thursday morning.
I don't think people realize the danger that our first responders face every day right here in Eastern Maine.
Deputy Luke Gross honored with an escort of more than 100 law enforcement cruisers.
It's a feeling of pride to see how our public safety family comes together to support each other.
Around 1 p.m., the escort arrived in Augusta, where Zena Lucas was watching.
To support the family and the fellow brothers and sisters that he works with.
Dozens of officers pulled into the state's medical examiner's office. The vehicle carrying Deputy Gross followed and passed underneath this American flag.
And we're going to take care of him. We're going to surround him. We're going to surround his family with the love that they deserve.
Department of Public Safety Commissioner Michael Sawchuk says Luke Gross made the ultimate sacrifice.
So when people are home sleeping at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, they should sleep sound knowing that law enforcement officers and our first responders are prepared and ready to step in to make them safe.
Now it's these officers' turn to watch over their fallen brother.
And he'll be escorted at every step of the way until we have that opportunity to ultimately say goodbye, whenever that event is.
Now, as you just heard, there is still no word on when Deputy Gross will be laid to rest, but Commissioner Shawshuk does add the investigation into finding out what happened at that incident in Trenton is underway. And Chris and Cindy, we were just told that the Maine State Police will be releasing some information as early as tonight, and we will update you online and on air. Chris and Cindy.
Okay, thank you so much, Sam.